So I had already explained you what is a GD, why is a GD conducted, and the skills you need to have in order to crack a group discussion round. Today I will be explaining to you all the types of GD topics. I'm so sorry for the disturbance. Some construction work is going on, so if you are not able to hear me clearly, please do let me know, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Do not write it down in the chat box. If you are unable to hear me, please unmute yourself and just speak, okay? Because I do not check the chat box amidst the class and between the class. So that is why if you are unable to hear me clearly, do let me know by unmuting yourself, okay? So types of GD topics, okay? Now there are different types of GD topics as well, okay? So when you take part in a group discussion, you might get different types of topics. Now these topics are mainly categorized into two different groups, okay? The topics are categorized into two different groups. Number one, factual topics, factual group discussion topic, and number two is abstract group discussion topics, okay? The first type of group discussion topic is factual. The second category is abstract. Now, what is a factual GD topic? Factual GD topics are related to the topics such as topics such as am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do not leave the room, okay? Okay, so GD topics can be divided into two different categories. One is factual topic and another is abstract topic. So factual topics are related to social, political, economical, environmental, or anything that had happened in the past, that had occurred in the past, or is currently taking place, okay? So factual topics need some kind of facts and information in order to have a discussion on these kinds of topics. So factual topics are realistic topics, okay? Factual topics are realistic topics which can be related to anything that had happened in the past or anything that is currently taking place. So it can be related to history, it can be related to politics, it can be related to the society, it can be related to the economy, it can be related to any disease, it can be related to current affairs, it can be related to the entertainment industry, it can be related to anything that is real, okay? Is it clear? Factual topic, factual topic can be anything that is real. So factual topics are realistic topics and you need to provide information and facts related to the topic that is given to you during the discussion. Okay, that's what a factual topic is. And in GD, in group discussions, generally factual topics are only given. Okay, factual topics are only given so that everyone can say something related to the topic. And the topics in group discussion are generally common ones, not very hard ones, not tough ones, and the topics that are given in GDs, in group discussions, are generally common ones, so that everyone can at least say something related to the topic, or so that everyone can at least provide some information related to the topic. So in group discussions, generally you will get factual topics rather than abstract topics. Now, is the concept of factual topic clear to you all? Factual topics are related to reality, okay? Anything that had occurred in the past or anything that is currently taking place, okay? That's what a factual topic is. It can be related to anything. Okay, it can be related to politics, it can be related to the society, it can be related to the entertainment industry, it can be related to crime, it can be related to the economy, it can be related uh, to anything and everything that is real. Okay, is it clear, students? I will also uh, provide some examples so that it's clear to you. But is the concept clear? Is the concept of factual topic clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now factual topics can be further divided into two different categories. Okay, factual topics can be again divided into two different categories. Category number one is factual generic, and category number two is factual specific. Okay, again I'm repeating, factual topics can be again categorized into two different groups: factual generic and factual specific. Okay, now what is a factual generic topic? Now factual generic topics are related to the general things, the general the general things around us. Okay, factual generic topics require a basic level of awareness. Okay, basic level of awareness with respect to various segments of our environment. Okay, factual generic topics require a basic level of awareness with respect to various segments of our environment. So for example, cricket and India, okay, is a factual generic topic. It's a general topic. We all know about cricket, we all know about India. It is not a topic that is related to a specific event, to a particular event. This is a topic that is a general one. Okay, so you know about cricket, we all know about cricket, we all know about India. So if you get this topic in a group discussion, so you have to talk about cricket as well as how cricket is related to India. Okay, now this is something that is a general topic. It is not related to a particular event. When the topic is not related to a particular event, and when you just require some basic level of awareness regarding the topic, and this kind of topic is given to test your ability to provide certain information related to the topic. They actually want to evaluate your awareness, whether you are a person who is aware of certain things or not, who is aware of the general things or not. So these kind of topics are given, and these topics are very easy, actually very easy to discuss, because these are general topics and we all have some or the other idea related to the topic. For example, cricket in India is a factual generic topic. Then living in a joint family is better. Now this is a statement. Okay, living in a joint family is better is a statement. Okay, now again we know what joint family is. Now a statement is given that living in a joint family is better. Now if you get this particular topic in a group discussion, you can you can share your own opinions and ideas related to the topic. You can support the statement, and you can also say if you do not support the topic. If you think that living in a joint family is not better, if you think in that way, then you can also share that opinion too. So sometimes statements, some general statements can be also given, and you can say something for the topic, or you can say something against the topic as well. But it's a discussion. Remember, it's a discussion. It's not a debate. It's not an argument. In a debate, what do? In a debate, we put forward our arguments. Okay, in a debate, we put forward our arguments, whereas in a group discussion, we discuss, we have a discussion on the given topic. Okay, now discussion and argument is totally different from one another, isn't it? They are different from one another. So you have to discuss, you have to politely share your opinion, ideas, or whatever information you want to share. You have to do it politely. Even if you disagree, even if you disagree to something, or even if you do not support the statement or the point, you can provide your opinion, you can share your disagreement, but in a polite manner. You are not supposed to put forward any kind of argument in a group discussion. Okay, now as I have already mentioned that factual generic topics are related to the general things. Okay, now let us see what is factual specific topic. Now, factual specific topics are related to a specific event. Okay, it is related to a specific event, and you must have certain information in order to be able to have a discussion regarding these kind of topics. So these topics can be related to any kind of event, any kind of event that had taken place in the past, or that is currently taking place. Okay, now for example, WTO and its impact on the Indian economy. It's a factual specific topic. It is specifically related to a particular organization, World Trade Organization, and how it has impacted the Indian economy. Okay, so that's what a factual specific topic is. Okay, now do not be confused. Just understand what a factual topic is, okay, in order to be able to express it. Okay, in order to be able to understand the difference between the factual topics and abstract topic, you need to first of all understand what is a factual topic. So all the factual topics are related to anything that had occurred in the past or that is currently taking place. Okay, now again factual topic can be divided into two different categories, that is factual generic and factual specific. Okay, now factual generic topic is related to anything that had taken place, of course anything that is real, that had taken place or that is currently taking place, but some general events. Okay, some general events, whereas factual specific topic is related to factual topic is related to specific events. Okay, particular events, particular occurrences, or particular happenings. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are some of the examples of factual topics. Okay, cricket and India, as I had already said, that this is an example of factual generic topic. This is a general topic, so it comes under the category of factual generic topic, and you can also categorize it into just factual group of topics. Okay, now these are some of the factual topics. Some of the topics are factual generic, and some of the topics are factual specific. Now, cricket and India is a factual generic topic, but it is a factual topic. It is related to a real event, isn't it? It is related to real event. Then living in a joint family is better. So this is a statement. Again, this is a reality. Joint family is something that survives, isn't it? Joint family is something that is real, isn't it? Now, it is related to something that is real. So if I have already
Ma'am,
said
your
that,
voice is breaking.
am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, but
Uh,
sometimes voice is breaking.
okay. I am facing actually some network issues, so that is why maybe my voice is breaking. Anyways, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as I have already mentioned, so if these kind of statements are given to you as topics, you can support the topic, and you can also say certain things against the topic, but in a polite manner. Okay, so if you think that living in a joint family is better, you can you can support the topic and say things which will which will be in favor of the statement, and you can also say certain things which can be against the statement. So if you think that living in a joint family is not better, you can of course share your opinion regarding that. Now, these kind of statements can also be given. Then next is WTO and its impact on the Indian economy. Now, again, this is a topic that is a factual specific topic, because it is related to a specific organization and how it has impacted the Indian economy. Okay, now next example is COVID-19, then India and poverty, Assam tourism. So these are some of the examples of factual topics which are related to the reality, okay, which are related to realistic events. Okay, these are the factual topics. Is it clear, students? Factual topic, what is a factual topic? Is it clear now after I had given the examples?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next is abstract topics. Now, abstract topics are not related to the realistic topics. Okay, it has nothing to do with reality. Abstract topics are totally based on your perception. Okay, a particular one word can be given, such as the word black can be given, and the word black is your topic. Okay, the word black is your topic, and you have to create something out of that word and share your opinions. Okay, so you have to be very creative in order to be able to handle these kind of topics. Okay, abstract topics are totally based on your perception, on your imagination. So when you get this kind of topics, you have to be able to create a story, and you have to be able to share it with the other members of the group. So these topics has nothing to do with reality. As I had said, a particular word can be also given to you, blue, black. Now, how you relate these words, and how you share a story related to the word, and it totally depends upon how creative you are. Okay, if you are a creative person, if you are able to create and think of new ideas and things, then it will help you to have a discussion on these kind of topics. So generally in group discussions, you will not get this kind of topics. Okay, generally in group discussions, you will not get this kind of topics, and mainly you will get factual topics. Factual, it can be factual generic, it can be factual specific. Okay, but abstract topics are rarely given in group discussions, but you need to know about these topics as well, abstract topic as well, because if you get this kind of topic, then if you do not know about this kind of topic, you will not be able to discuss, isn't it? So that is why you must have an idea regarding factual topics as well as abstract topics, so that you can have a discussion irrespective of any type of topic that is given to you. Okay, so abstract topics are a bit difficult to handle because your discussion is totally based on imagination, totally based on your perception. So that is why these topics are a bit difficult to handle. But if you are a person who is creative, then you'll be definitely able to also discuss on these kind of topics as well. And as I have said, that these are the topics which are rarely given in group discussions. And yes, of course, you will get this kind of topics if you want to get into something creative, okay, into a creative line. If you want to go to a creative line, if you choose a creative profession, then this kind of topics might be given to you in order to check your creativity, in order to see your creativity skills. Okay, now these are some of the examples of abstract topics. As I have said, that abstract topic has nothing to do with reality. So these are totally based on assumptions, perceptions, imagination. So these are some of the examples which will make it clear to you what abstract topic is actually all about. Pigs can fly. So pigs, they don't have wings, isn't it? Pigs don't have wings, so pigs cannot fly. We know that pigs cannot fly. The reality is pigs, they don't have wings and they cannot fly, isn't it? But this topic is given to you. You have to create a story, you have to imagine, you have to be able to create a story and share your opinion. Okay, pigs can fly. You have to imagine. And as I have already said, that this kind of discussions are totally based on your imagination and perception. So you have to imagine, create a story, and then have a discussion on the same. If I had wings to fly, so I am a human being, isn't it? I cannot have wings, isn't it? I don't have wings. I even cannot buy wings. I cannot have wings. So what would you do if you had wings to fly? If you had wings to fly, what would you do? So you have to be able to think of certain new things and share the same during the discussion. The clock struck 13. Is there the number 13 on any clock? No, isn't it? There's no 13 on any clock. So again, you have to imagine, if the clock would struck 13, what would have happened? So these topics are totally based on your imagination. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have already shared the notes, so please go through it, read it once, then it would be kind of very clear. Okay, so until and unless you do not read it, do not go through all the examples and everything. So you might have certain doubts, but once you read it, it would be clear. So read it once, okay, read it once. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the slide? Yes, students, can you all see
Yes,
my
ma'am.
screen?
Ma'am.
Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to discuss with you all is do's and don'ts of a group discussion. So there are certain do's. There are certain things you must actually do when you participate in a group discussion, and there are certain things you should totally avoid when you participate in a group discussion. And I am going to discuss what you should do and what you should not do when you participate in a group discussion. Okay, and these are some of the very important things which you must know in order to be able to participate, in order to be able to pass a group discussion round, crack a group discussion round. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to explain you the do's of of participating in a GD. What you should do when you participate in a GD. The first thing that you should do is to listen to the subject carefully. Okay, when the subject is told or given, okay, you must listen to the subject carefully, or you must understand the subject properly so that you do not have any doubt related to the subject. A lot of people, they do not understand the subject, and therefore they are unable to have a proper discussion because they do not understand the topic. So as soon as the topic is given to you, you must listen to that properly, understand the topic, what is the topic, and then think of what could you say during the discussion, because the topic would be given to you just before the discussion. So you need to be very quick. So presence of mind is very necessary when you take part in a group discussion, but it's not like a speech or an extempore speech, because you get time to think, because there are other participants also in the group. So when the other participants provide their opinion, you get time to think about what you want to say next and organize your you can organize your thoughts and provide your opinion after uh, after that. Okay, so that is why you get time here in group discussion, because everyone gets equal opportunity in a group discussion. So you are not the only person who has to speak. If you are given 15 minutes, so within 15 minutes everyone will say something or the other, isn't it? So when somebody is saying something, you can definitely think of what you want to say next. So for that, in order to be able to share your opinions, the right information, you must understand the subject so that you can have a discussion on the given topic properly, okay, without having any kind of doubt. The next point is initiate the discussion if you know the subject well. So if you know the subject, if you are having a lot of information regarding the subject that is given to you, start the discussion. It will help you to come into the limelight. Okay, so initiate the discussion if you know the subject properly. If not, do not initiate the discussion. Listen to the other people and then provide your opinion. If you know the topic properly, if you have a lot of information related to the topic, then grab that opportunity and start the discussion, which will help you to stand out, okay, which will help you to grab the attention of the observer or of the person who would evaluate you. The third point is to support your point with some facts and figures. So you can support your point with some facts and figures, but if you are unsure regarding the facts and figures, do not provide any such figure or fact which you are unsure of. Okay, only if you are sure, only if you know that yes, this is the correct data, this is the right data, or this is the right fact or figure, then only do the same, or have a general discussion without providing any kind of figure or data. Okay, next point is to make short contribution. So when you take part in a GD, you should make short contribution. You should not speak for 10-15 minutes. Your contribution should be shorter. Suppose you get 5 minutes. Okay, your share of the time is 5 minutes. Suppose you get 5 minutes in a GD, and you are not supposed to speak continuously for 5 minutes, because that will not help you to be active during the discussion. Once you speak for 5 minutes, you will not get another chance, and you have to keep quiet. And in a GD, you have to be active. So by making shorter contributions, you can be seen and you can be active. Okay, when you are active, you will be also observed and seen. Okay, so if your share is 5 minutes, then just divide your time. You can divide it into 5 different, 1 minute. You can each contribution can be of 1 minute, or it can be of 2 minutes, sometimes of 1 minute, sometimes of 40 seconds, 50 seconds. Okay, so try to make shorter contributions so that so that you can make more contribution, and so that you can be seen, and so that you can stay active during the whole discussion. So shorter contributions will therefore help you to do the same. Okay, do not just try to speak for 10-15 minutes, because you are not getting 10-15 minutes. Suppose there are 5 people in your group, 20 minutes is 20 minutes are given to you. What do you have to do? You have to divide it equally, divide the time equally, isn't it? So you'll get 4 minutes. So you have 4 minutes. You again need to divide your time and make shorter contributions accordingly. Okay, next is give others a chance to speak. When you take part in the GD, do not snatch anyone else's chance. Give the other people also chance to speak. You are not the leader, you are not the only person who has got the opportunity to speak. So that is why also give the other people a chance to speak. Speak politely and pleasantly. So you have to be polite, and you have to be very calm and composed, because it's a discussion, it's not an argument. So be polite and be gentle and speak politely. Do not be rude. Disagree politely and agree with what is right. So whenever you disagree to something, of course you can disagree, but in a polite manner, and agree to whatever is right. When you feel like that the person has said something and you agree to that thing, then you can definitely express that you agree to whatever he has said. And if you disagree to something, you can also express that, but in a polite manner. Next is summarize the discussion if the group has not reached a conclusion. So you need to summarize the discussion. You need to conclude the discussion. It's a discussion, and the aim of the discussion is to reach a conclusion. So if you see that your group has not reached any conclusion, you can take that opportunity and you can summarize the discussion and conclude the discussion. All right, so these are some of the things that you should do and take care of when you participate in a GD. These are some of the things which you should totally avoid when you participate in a group discussion. Do not overspeak, intervene, and snatch others' chance to speak. You are not supposed to overspeak, you are not supposed to interrupt, and you are not supposed to take anyone else's chance. Okay, next is argue. Do not argue and shout during the GD. So it's a discussion, so that's why you are not supposed to argue and shout. You need to be polite. Do not talk about irrelevant things and distract the discussion. Only talk about relevant things. Do not talk about things which has no relation, and do not talk about things which have no relation with the topic. Okay, be logical and talk about relevant things. Do not pose negative body gestures. So you must maintain a positive body language. Okay, so do not